Yeah, I'm Nick. This is my wife, Julia. We live in San Diego with our three kids. We've got Theo is 5, is the oldest. Lincoln is 3. And then Lucy, the baby, is 1. We live in San Diego and we recently moved from a house that we grew out of. Nicer house that we were able to make our own.
Bigger.
Yes.
If I had to tell someone who was on the fence, who was worried, who needed to move, who needed to sell, I would tell them not to hesitate for a second, that Maryann would guide you through this whole process. She has your best interest. She knows, she's so connected throughout San Diego. She can help you figure out what you want, what you need, what you don't need. Don't even hesitate for another second.
Yeah. One of the feelings we came away with was that Maryann really cared about us. She cared about us, our family. She understood where we were coming from, what we were looking for, our schedules, how we were going to be available, what we were able to do, making the process and everything that was involved with it really important. One of our, I think, biggest roadblocks at the beginning was just how overwhelming it was to think about the entire process, the selling, getting it ready, and the buying. So having kind of Maryann and her team come in and almost like calmly break it down in terms of like, here's the timeline, here's the steps that are involved, here are what our recommendations are, but then even to go above and beyond and be like, these are the quotes that I've collected for you on your behalf. Let's look at the pros and cons here. Let's identify what we think is the biggest needs in the house you're selling. This is like the biggest return on investments, rather than, gut our kitchen and, put in a new beautiful kitchen. Let's take the good that you have and just kind of improve on it and make it the best it could possibly be for a buyer, so that they can get good value out of it, and then we can also get good return on the money that we're putting in.
Yeah, and this is where it gets where you just can't really fathom someone helping you this much, or this experience that we kind of just lucked into. And whenever someone is asking me for a recommendation and I start telling them this, they don't really even believe me, I feel like.
Yeah, we bought it, and then the next step was probably the one that we're most thankful for. That was the most gracious. That is, feels like they went above and beyond.
Oh yeah,
because they didn't just buy the house and say
we're done. Like their job, that's what they signed up for.
Right, and then they helped us completely with the work that needed to be done in our new house as well.
Brought the whole team here, brought the contractors here. Had meetings, helped us set up meetings, gave us choices of, even down to the tile. Here's 3 choices. They knew what we liked at that point. Same thing on the back end, then on the front end, multiple bids, people coming in, sharing their ideas, telling us what made sense to fix now, what to hold off on. It was just like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And we were able to do a lot of work on our house that we weren't initially expecting to do. We said, we'll do a little and then wait. And then, after kind of going through the process, it made more sense to do more than we were expecting. And, having that little guidance, a little push of like, you can do it, it'll be okay, was like, now our house is like brand new and beautiful, and we love it.
Kind of expectations coming in were, I think, grounded in the reality of most realtors and realty companies. So
sorry, when she first came and told us what she thought she could get for our house, that's what we got. It wasn't like she came in and gave us some fantasy number, trying to swoop up our business. Like, she, from the very beginning, it was just like really authentic, really honest, really trustworthy. And she came through on what she promised.
I would just want to say thanks again to Maryann and the team, and Rebecca, who also on both ends really helped make our vision a reality. I know Julia had a lot of ideas in terms of the design of our new house and some of the styles we were looking for.
And she just like read my mind.
Yeah, Rebecca, yeah, it just has a total eye for design and knows how things work and coordinate, and was just wonderful and felt like was available and went out of her way to really help us. So that was a huge part of the process as well. I mean, that's what Maryann, it just felt like they were going out of their way to help us, but this is just how they work, how they do their job, and it just is a totally just unbelievable experience. And it made, from the beginning to end, it was something we didn't even imagine existed. So to luck into it, just it totally changed what we know is possible. So yeah, just thank you guys.
Agreed.